With that now, my friends, I'm excited, beyond excited, to enter into the announcements of this year's 6th annual MyLife Chassidus Applied Contest winners. Let me just say as a short introduction, first of all, it's been beyond exciting, beyond nail-biting, and very dramatic, and I would say even more than all previous years. First of all, the amount of essays that have come in are so much larger, and the quality of essays. I have to say, I've heard it from the judges, I myself reviewed and saw essays that were, almost impossible to, how do you determine two excellent essays? And remember, they can be excellent. It's not a right and wrong essay. So it was a very difficult process, but we have to make the process, and I would believe that every one of us is a winner, every one of you. An additional element that this year really took it to a whole other dimension was the involvement of the schools. Schools all over the world participated, and they participated not just by pushing it to their students, but actually establishing mentors that helped guide the students, and did everything possible to push it among their students, and also in some cases as well are adding to the prize to the prize that the main prize that we're offering, that they're having in their in-school winners, the winners of their particular school. So we'll be starting with announcing the winners of each one of those schools. And I want to also, before we go further, thank the director of this contest, Rabbi Sruli Steiner, who I must say, beyond any expectation, really took this to a whole different dimension. Of course, with our help of our other staff, I want to mention Gani Goodman, the director of the Meaningful Life Center, the judges, which I'm not going to go into every judge detail, but the effort that was placed by people and the commitment was tremendous. I was myself inspired. And again, I cannot say much about Mikzah Shvachi Befonov, Rav Sruli Steiner, but he really took it to a level that we were meticulous. The communication with the schools, the communication with the Israeli chapter. We had Rabbi Dovela Halperin in Israel, directed the cause in Israel, where we only see potential of more growth and more growth, as you'll see reflected in many of the winning essays and the submissions. And as I said, this has just been, what an experience. Hundreds and hundreds of essays of people of all walks of life, men and women, taking time and energy to invest in taking idea Chassidus and applying it to our life situation. And the essays I read, are literally mind-blowing. Lessons for each of us, and everybody can use them in their own particular way. We will be publishing these essays. First the winning essays, and then as we go along, as we've been doing the previous years, reviewing the essays in order as they were marked. So, I'm excited to begin now with the in-school winners. And I'm going to read the school, and I'm going to read the winner of the school. And we thank them tremendously for this partnership. So, this is Beis Chaya Coral Springs. The winner in that school is Chaya Mushka Chadakov, Coral Springs, Florida. Beis Chaya Mushka Seminary, Montreal. And the winner of that school is Chana Lazar from Canada. Beis Chana Tzfas. Now, Beis Chana Tzfas went a step further. They actually published a book that I showed you last week, and here it is again, of all the essays of their students, half in Hebrew, half in English. So here we'll be reading the top 3 students winners in English and in Hebrew. So in English, the top 3 were Shana Slavin from Sydney, Australia, Mina Zalmanov from Hollis Hills, and Mina Phillips from Worcester, Massachusetts. The 3 Hebrew ones were Dverde Dverle Garelik, Bushke Malka Deko, I hope I pronounced it right, and Chana Esther Cohen. Next school, Beis Chana, Orange, Connecticut. Geula Azagui, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Beis Chomish, Toronto. Menucha Rochel Dubinsky, Newton, Massachusetts. Bnei Chaya, Albany. Ita Gordon, Albany, New York. Lubavitch Girls High School, Chicago. Chana Schusterman from Chicago. Machon Alta Seminary, Israel, Rifki Rosenwasser from Miami, Florida. Oyel Chana, Melbourne. Shira Adina Zigelbaum from Miami, Florida as well. Beis Rivka High, Melbourne. Chana Block, Australia. Melbourne Yeshiva. Aden Zev Moshel. Beis Rivka High, Montreal. Sterner Sarah Shiner from Canada. Oyel Chana High School, Los Angeles. Malka Bracha Heidingsfeld from Santa Monica, California. Teferes Bachurim, Morristown. Noyach Kane, Morristown, New Jersey. Torah Academy Girls High School, Johannesburg. Esther Rivka Roddel from South Africa. I'm told that many girls participated in a very heavily contested school camp because it's the summer there in South Africa. Yeshiva Darkei Menachem, Crown Heights. Shmuley Katzoff from Brooklyn, New York. And finally in the schools, Machon Liyadus, Crown Heights, Chava Levine, Brooklyn, New York. I can't tell you the amount of nachas, the amount of pleasure I have just reading this. All these different schools, all the students, the future of our people, the future of Chabad, the future of Chassidus, doing these essays, and here you have it. And we honor them all, and they should only grow in their learning and in their writing and in their teaching and influencing people around them. There's nothing like writing a paper. It helps you the rest of your life in communicating and applying and guiding people, and I'm sure each one of these students will, in their own way, perform that shlichus as they grow and they graduate and move on to their next stage in life. Of course, preparing us all for the Gula Amitis of Ashleima. And now that we did the schools, now remember, as far as the prizes go, there are three top prizes, plus a special student prize that comes from one of these schools. Okay, so now we're going to do a countdown from the top, we'll do the top 32, simply because there were scores that were so close and some of them tied. The top 32 scores. I'm going to count them down. And this is the first time that I'm aware of the winners, as well as you. This is something that we just in the last few hours determined. So we're all into the same surprise and celebration. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. So we had essays both in English, Hebrew, and Russian. And the winners, the top 32, I should say, remember all of them are winners, are, I believe, in Hebrew and in English. So counting down from number 32, Yisrael Yitzchaki actually wrote an excellent essay, but it was very long. It was over 15,000 words. And as much as we would love to have been able to give him a much higher mark, we could not, simply because of the length, but it must be mentioned. And he wrote about Tipul Chassidi Integrativi, and the way Chassidus intervenes in an integrated way. He is a social worker in Rishon LeZion, Yisrael Yitzchaki. Number 31, Chanala Wilhelm from Milford, Connecticut, the co-director of Chabad of Milford, and her topic was Get Real. Number 30, Dan Lewin, Dallas, Texas, the Mayan Chai Foundation, a rabbi there, titled Chassidic Mindfulness, a Purposeful Tranquility. I usually mention the ages, so I want to start again. Yisrael Yitzchaki is age 29. Chanala Wilhelm was 35. This one that I just Dan Lewin, age 44. Number 29, Yochi Res, South Africa, a psychologist, age 41. His essay is Human Doing. Discover your true essence, a human becoming. Number 28, Noyach Kane, Morristown, New Jersey. Age 23, Transcending Conflict. Number 27, Chana Peterson, Israel, the Click Company designer, age 25, and her title of her essay, A More Perfect Union, a Hasidic Approach to Conflict Resolution. Let me mention, these essays, all of them, are top essays, received highest marks, and sometimes it's just fractions of points that makes the difference between one and another, but this is among hundreds and hundreds of essays. But we had to use some system, so this is the system we're using, but I wanted to make sure that that's emphasized. Despite the number, these are all top essays. Okay, next, number 26, Michal Turnheim, Israel. 12th grade, Tichon Beis Chana Yerushalayim, Hanesina Kiklei L'Shinui Ha'atzmi. Giving as a vessel for fundamental change. It's a Hebrew essay, of course. Number 25, Avram Friedman, Israel, Yeshivas Tem Chitmim Tveria, age 20, Zahuis Ha'ishit, Haderech L'chaim Shel Osher. The human personality, the way toward a prosperous life. Number 24, Chana Esther Cohen, USA, Seminar Beis Chana Tzvas, again in Hebrew, age 18. Teichecha melev elev matzlicha. Whether rebuke from heart to heart, is it successful? Number 23, Rivka Cohen, United Kingdom, UK, Shlucha, age 34, and her essay is, What Will the Neighbors Think? Number 22, Gavriel Eagle, Baltimore, Maryland, Yeshivas Beis David Shleima, age 17, titled, Battling the Butterflies, a Chassidus-based approach to curing social anxiety. Number 21, Shmuel Alban, Israel, Hebrew essay. He's responsible for editing on the website called Chassidut.tv. Age 40, Mindfulness Chassidi, a Chassidic mindfulness. Number 20, Yitzi Tuvel, age 30, Navigating the Many Waters of Millennial Life. Number 19, Avram Friedberg, Canada, Sales Coordinator, AF Enterprises, age 51, Reshaping Your Beliefs. Number 18, Menachem Mendel Amitai, Israel, Yeshivas Temchet Tvim Lebavitch Rishon LeZion, Misam Pella Odom, age 24, Misam Pella Odom, a Hebrew essay, means from the Pasuk in Shmais, who then gave a man a mouth to speak? What Hashem says to Moshe. Number 17, again in Hebrew, Uriah Maimon, in Israel, Michlalas Shanan Haifa, Shanan Michlalas, a seminar in Haifa, Dachaf Mul Dachak, Shinu Te'adati Litmodadut Yaila in Matzavi Lachatz. Pressure versus, negative pressure. How to deal with a pressured situation. How to make fundamental change in a pressured situation. Tools for that. Number 16, Yisrael Dandrovitz, Israel, Reish Beis HaMedrash Be'er HaOvis, age 41, Hisalmus Vatchoke Kepisun Affectivi. How ignoring something or pushing it aside is a solution, effective solution. Number 15, we're down to number 15 now. Mushke Malke Dekel, Israel, Seminar Beis Chana Tzfas, in Hebrew, B'mokim Niskasher Ulei Poshet Niskasher, age 18, instead of connecting, maybe we should connect. H is a loose translation. Number 14, Yisrael Binunsky, Israel, Yeshivas Temchet Tvim Kfar Chabad, age 18, Shlita Atzmis, fundamental self-control. Okay. Actually, 1 second. 15, 14, let me just, the numbers here are a little, okay. So I did just now, Shlita Atzmis, right? Okay, we're up to now number 13. Shana Slavin, Australia, Beis Chana Tzfas Seminary, age 18, apathy, who cares? Number 12, Chana Lazar, Canada, Beis Chaya Mushka Seminary, Montreal, age 20, her title is Back and Forth. And number 11, Sarla Ben Shimon, Canada, Beis Rivka Academy, a teacher, age 30, I'm not a doormat, the quality of self-confidence. Now we do the final 10, the top 10. Okay, Levi Wilhelm, Israel, Yeshivas Chabad Tzvas. Egoism mibaya el pitzona. Egoism from problem to solution. Age 17, Levi Wilhelm. Number 9, Menachem Mendel Dekel, Israel, Temchet Mimim Tveria, age 21. Model Aleph Beis Aleph, Hatshuva Chassidus Lafrois Hacherde Be'elamenu HaModerni. A model Aleph Beis Aleph, the response, the Chassidic response to the disturbances that we have from the modern world, the fear that we have in the modern world. Number 8, Aaron Zev Moshel, Australia, Melbourne Zal, age 17, Chassidic lessons on growing through trauma. Number 7, Dveiri Garelik, or Dveiri Garelik, Israel, Seminar Beis Chana Tzfas. Kosher ze hakal hachadash. Difficult is the new easy. Age 19. The next, number 6. Shraga Crumby, New Brunswick, New Jersey, a shliach in Beis Chabad in the university at Rutgers University. Pnimius, hapitaron hachsidi lemagefes escapism. Pnimius, internalness, is a Hasidic solution to the epidemic of escapism. Okay. So now we are down to the 5, and I will begin with the student winner. The student track had its own particular winner, and the student winner of this year's contest, 2019, Tovshin Ayin Tes, is Aryeh Yenusin Chadad from Israel, Yeshivas Tem Chetmim Amerkozi 770. He wrote Haderech Limana Medimoy Atzmi Nomuch, V'Kabbalas Motivatzia B'Avedas Hashem. The way to avoid from self-delusional, low self-esteem, and being able to get motivation in serving God. That's the winner of this year's, student winner of this year's contest. And now we'll count down the 3 top winners. Actually, third place there's a tie, so it's 4. And the student winner, of course, receives $500. The third place will receive $1,000. The second place, $3,600, and the first place, $10,000. So here we go. Third place was tied. Mushka Silverberg from Lincolnwood, Illinois. Teacher, Lubavitch Girls High School. Her essay, The Essential Yes of a Strong No. She's age 22. The third place, the tie for third place, Adel Cohen from Brooklyn, New York. She works at Mobstop Customer Service, age 24, rediscovering the joy of giving. Second place, $3,600 winner, Ariel Neve, Israel, age 44. Hadrochas Teres Chassidus Benegei Letipul Bepachad V'Chered B'Ashva Lemekedes Teronim Kedmim V'Chen Lepsychologia HaModernis. The way the direction from Chassidus, how to deal with fear and fear and fright in comparisons to other sources in Torah and also modern psychology. And finally, the first place $10,000 winner, Ayelet Skinner from Southfield, Michigan. She works face, a medical esthetician, age 48, and her title is Ageless. And that's the number 1 winner of this year's contest. As I said, these winners are literally decimal points apart from each other. It was extremely difficult to choose, but we had to choose. And I congratulate you all, beginning from the first place winner, the second place, the 2 third place winners, the student winner, and all the others that I mentioned, and all that contributed and all that participated. As I said, from my point of view, you're all winners.